'Tis the season for giving, and there's no better present to give than the one you made yourself. So why not give the gift of a homebrew this year? But we can do better than pouring some beer in a bottle, and I've got a few key tips and tricks to make sure you give a gift they won't forget. I'm Trent Musho, and this is the Brew Show. Let's give some homebrew. I think it's all the more special when someone gives me a gift they made themselves. And to do so, I'll show you 3 ways to bottle your drink up, and then how to make a custom label to make those bottles really pop. From beer to cider, kombucha, or tepache, your friends and family are gonna love it. Before we get started, please take a second to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you're bottling your homebrews from the get-go, you're way ahead of the curve here. Your beverage is already packaged and ready to go. But if you're using a kegging method, you need a way to get your beer from the keg into bottles with minimal oxidation and carbonation loss to extend the life and quality of drinking. Oxidation or contact with oxygen will make your beer go stale faster, which is especially troublesome for hoppy beers that will lose their aromatic and flavors quickly. Plus, we want to preserve some of that carbonation after all the work we did to get those bubbles in. There are 3 main levels for approaching filling from the keg. The level you choose is dependent on how quickly you think your gift recipient will drink it and how much you're willing to spend on gear. But let's start at the most basic level. Level 1. Pouring from the tap into the growler. This is perfect for the person who will be drinking the day of or within a day or so. It also involves minimal equipment. All you need is a growler and some tubing. I'm using some 1/2-inch inner diameter silicone tubing that perfectly fits over the end of my tap. Then just pull on the handle and let it flow. If you want to ensure you minimize oxidation, you can inject some CO2 into the bottle, but if they're drinking it quick, this shouldn't be a problem. Also, feel free to turn the pressure down on your regulator to fill it up slower. The slower you pour, the less carbonation will get knocked out of the beverage. Easy peasy, especially if you have some growlers already laying around. Level 2. Counter pressure bottle fillers. There are a few options for these bottle fillers, and I'm going to show you the one I use, but I will link to some other options in the description box. This one is called a carbonation cap, and it's about $12. The way these tools work is that you first pressurize the bottle, then hook on a beverage line from the keg. And then by slowly releasing the pressure inside the bottle, the pressure from the keg will slowly push the liquid into the bottle. For my carbonation cap, I just needed to cut a line of liquid tubing long enough to reach the bottom of the bottle. On top of the cap is a ball post that I can hook my gas line to fill up. I also keep a short beverage line to go from beverage connect to gas connect. That way I can easily switch over to pushing beer in once it's filled with CO2. Also, having these twist top PET bottles works great with the carbonation cap to get a good seal, but this works well with regular bottles too. Once you're filled up, just take the carb cap off and quickly cap with a bottle cap. This tool is a bit more manual work, but it ensures you're getting the best beer into the bottle. And the more you spend on the product, the easier it can be for you. Level 3. A beer gun. This is a very nifty tool that allows you to hook up CO2 and a beverage line directly from your keg. One button fills the bottle with CO2, and the other fills with your beverage. A lot of people swear by these tools, and they sure make the process pretty simple. If you plan to fill up a ton of bottles for friends and family, then it might be worth investing in one. They run about $100. Once you have it packaged, you can stop there, but why not bump up the production value and make it more personalized? We can do better than a piece of tape with some chicken scratch on it. Making labels doesn't have to be hard. You can take some images off the internet and throw them in a Word document and then just add some information about your brew, like ABV, IBUs, when it was brewed, and any additional ingredients used. If you have a home brewery name, you can slap that on too. Using a photo editing software like Photoshop, you can make it even more customizable. There are also some free graphic design software that work great. GIMP is a good one for desktop computers, and Over is a great smartphone app that is very intuitive to use. I use these sticker labels to print on that are waterproof, and they work great and are high quality. But I also have this mini printer from HP that prints out an individual sticker paper. And if you're on a real budget, you can always just print on normal paper and then laminate with some packing tape before attaching to the bottle. The only thing left to do is pop a bow on it and boom, holiday gifts are done. Taking these few extra steps to make sure your beverage can last the trip or time sitting under the tree makes all the difference. And adding a custom flair makes your home brews more professional and a more enjoyable experience for your loved ones. Especially with the year we've had, gifting your home brews by just dropping them off on someone's doorstep could really brighten their day. If you do anything special when gifting a bottle, I'd love to hear about it. Snap a pic and tag me on Instagram @The Brew Show. I'd love to see how creative you all are. Happy holidays and cheers!